Hi all, in this video we'll see test automation framework part 4. As part of this video we'll see writing sample test cases, controlling execution flow from Excel file and plug in extend reports in framework. We already done something with extend reports, but we need to do more, but we'll see that also. But before that we'll see how to write a sample test case, right? We just written page objects, means we initialize the web elements and we have written the actions, but we are not performing anything. So that we'll see in this. So for that, let's go to Eclipse. So this is what we are doing. Now here, what I'll do in the test Java, source test Java, here I'll create one more package called test cases. So in the test cases, I'll create a class. What is that? We are placing order, right? Place order test. Okay, place order test. So in this, we'll write the actual test cases. So test from the stng public void place order by COD, cash and delivery I'm saying. Okay, so here the first line should be, if you want, in the where in the extent reports, extent equals to, from where I'll get extent. Okay, we'll see. Sorry, test equals to extent dot create test, and we need to mention the name, right? But from where I'll get the test, right? For this, we'll go to the base test, right? In the base test we have, where is the base test? We initialized all these things, WebDriver, all these things. So we'll inherit this one. Okay, so we'll extend this. We need to import this package. Okay, now we are done. We are getting this, right? So that should be the first line. Then when you go to the place order test, first we need to go to the home page and we need to call this method search book, right? So for that we need to create an object for that. Home page is equals to new home page of, what is this here? Driver. This is parameterized constructor, right? This is parameterized constructor. We need to import this home page driver. So this driver is which driver here? From the base test, you see, from the base test we extended this, right? From the base test we are passing here. From here it will navigate to each and every page. So we are carrying the same instance. So then home page dot search book, right? When you search this book, what is the return type of this? Search results page, right? So search results page is equals to this, right? The return type of search book is object of search results page. We need to import this, right? We are doing the same thing here, right? What is the return type? Object of search results page. The same thing we are doing here. So when I execute this, after executing this method, the return type, what I am getting? Search results page object. So when I say search results page object dot click on the searched book, right? We are doing step by step. When I say click on search book, it will go to product display page, right? The return type is product display page. So we need to import this. Sorry. Right. So once you go to the product display page, then dot, what is that in this? Navigate to basket page. Right. What is navigate to basket page will give me back? So basket page. We did not mention here. This is basket page. It will ask us to add return statement. Right. It will give me basket page. So I'll go back. Here I'll say basket page is equals to this one. So I'll need to import basket page. Right. Then basket page dot, what is that? Proceed to checkout. Right. When you go to proceed to checkout, return type is checkout page. It will give me checkout page object. So I'll import this. Then we have checkout page dot place order by cash and delivery. Right. That's it. We are done with writing each and every step in the test case. But when somebody looks into this, they'll come to know what we have written. Right. So very big test case, one end-to-end test case, we accommodated like this. Right. So when somebody looks into this, okay, you went to home page. In the home page, you searched some book. So you went to the search results page. In the search results page, you clicked on searched book. Okay, from there, you are going to the product display page. In the product display page, you are navigating to the basket page. In the basket page, you are going to proceed to checkout. In the checkout page, you are placing the order by cash and delivery. Something meaningful. You will understand by looking into this. Alright, it's a kind of business scenario, not Selenium code. Here you will not find any Selenium kind of code. Right, not driver.find element, send keys, click, select, all these things. You will not find all these things. Just normal methods you are reading. So by looking into this, you will come to know that what exactly happening in the test case. Right. So we'll try to execute this, and then we'll see. We'll definitely get some issues. Then we'll try to resolve that. For that, what I'll do, I'll create testng.xml file, finish. So testng.xml, run as testng suite. We'll get so many issues, then we'll resolve one by one. We are successfully able to launch the browser, and we are navigating to the particular URL. Till here it's fine, it's working fine. I think we got an issue. There is a failure, null pointer exception. So I think I did a mistake here. The way, go to the home page. So initializing is, see, when you come here, first by default, what it will execute? Constructor, right? When you create an object, automatically constructor will get execute. So init elements, initializing this web page, I am doing in the search book. But when you do this one in the search book, so it will not execute. First it will execute here. So what we need to do? We need to do the same thing, this one, in the where constructor. Okay, if you do the same thing in the constructor, but here what will happen? this constructor is to this one, right? So in this we'll initialize home page. Home page means you can say that home page dot class. Right. We remove this. We're initializing this page. What is this page? Home page. That home page, how to do? Home page dot class. So actually we are doing here what? Search results page, right? So if you want to do that, search results page dot class. Alright, we'll give a try again whether this is resolving our issue or not. At least it should search something, right? Run as TestNG suite. Framework means you need to keep resolving the issues. It will take some time. So you need to understand how exactly it is working. I think still I am getting the same issue. What is that? We'll definitely get null pointer exception only. Okay. So we need to resolve this for each and every web page. So instead of this, first I need home page, right? Home page means it should be home page.class. So when you are initializing any object in the same class, then see, this is creating means initializing search results page, but I need home page. So I can do two ways. Home page.class. This is one way, but this is useful that if you are doing from another page, but the home page I am doing in the home page only, right? Right? I am doing home page in the home page. So then we have simple way that you can put simply this. This means you are initializing this page only, means where you are. Okay. Again we'll give a try. If it is not working, we'll try to resolve those. So that page, this means that particular page is get initialized. Then only you will find this element, find element, all this, finds by all these things will work. You see that? Now this is clicking on that. Sorry, it is entering something into that and it's hitting on the enter keyboard button. Then obviously you will get an issue. The reason is we are doing the same mistake for each and every, but we'll try to resolve one by one. From the home page, we'll go to search results page. Here what I need to do, Control X, paste, and then this. Alright, so what I'll do, I'll copy paste this simply. Product display page. I'll remove this. I'll paste this. Checkout page. Basket page. We do not have anything in base page. Checkout page, home page, product display page, search results page. So we are done with everything. So now we'll give a try. Run as TestNG suite. It is entering. Yeah, it clicked on the cell name Ruby. Once you come here, it will do the add to basket and then view basket. You see it click on view basket. It applied the coupon code. It went to the checkout page. It is entering the data. Yeah, okay, we have some failures. So no such element exception. Right, no such element exception. What is that? Where exactly I am getting this? This one. Select to drop mask. Go to the checkout page. This one, zip code text box. Alright, we'll see that. What exactly? Zip code. Inspect. Right. So I'll copy XPath. I think I made a mistake, it seems. Actually, this is the one. Right. So we'll try to execute the same thing again. So while fixing, you need to keep running the test cases. Whenever you find issues, you keep resolving all those things. This is one-time activity. Once the framework is stable for after some time, then you just follow the same thing. Copy paste the things. Then it will be easy. But initially it will take a bit time. Right, place order. But billing phone is required and billing state country is required. I'm not filling that. So that is the reason I'm getting issue. But you see that there is no failure. There is no failure. Right. Let it be. We'll see that later. Now our intention is we have written test case. Right. Writing the sample test case we have written. Now controlling the execution flow. So before that, what I'll do in the place order test, just assume you have one more test case. Okay, one more test case. I'll copy paste the same thing by net banking. Simply just assume by net banking. So you will not find this. I'll copy this. I'll go here. Here I'll write one more method. Public void. That's it, dummy method. No need to even implement. But here you see one more. Where you will get the difference, you see that only this is the difference. The remaining things are same. Copy paste. So that is the advantage and beauty of page object model design pattern. That see, you have place order by how many ways? Cash and delivery, PayPal, net banking, something like that. Only where the things change by checking the radio button till filling the form, it is same. Only selecting the radio button, place order. That is the only difference. For that, we are writing separate method. The remaining things are same. So we are using the same logic. So let's assume I am doing the same thing here also. Otherwise, what I'll do, I'll go to this method. I'll copy paste the same thing what is there. And here I'm mentioning place order. So net bank, cash and delivery, radio button. We have net banking radio button. Simple. Well, I did not find anything, but I'm just simply doing that. Okay, otherwise, what we'll do, we have net banking, direct bank transfer. Okay, we'll check this. Let's assume that is net banking. Okay. So now, when you come to your test cases, we have two test cases. But you may have hundreds of test cases, 100, 200, 300, we don't know, according to your application size. How you control your execution means I want to execute only these test cases. I do not want to execute these test cases, something like that. How you do that? So for that, we'll use Excel sheet. You see that I have created test cases, Excel sheet. Inside this test case name, run mode. Place order by cash and delivery, place order by using net bank. If I say yes, it has to execute. If I say no, it should not execute. We need to write the logic for this. Then if you have 100 test cases, you keep entering means adding those test cases, just say yes or no. Then for each and every regression, what test cases you want to execute, you just update the same thing in the Excel sheet and then run your test cases. Okay, this is one way to control your execution. So for that, we need to write a logic to read write Excel sheet, and the same way we need to write some more logic. I'll tell you that. So first we need Excel API test. We already seen in Apache Py, right? In our previous classes, Selenium demo. So Apache Py, we have Excel API test. I'll copy this. I'll paste here. Where I'll paste Excel API test. We can use one more package in the source main Java. Package. I say repository kind of thing. Whatever name you can give, I'm just giving that. Here I'll paste. I think Excel API test. Right. We got everything, but we are getting the issue. The reason is we do not added dependencies. Right. Form dependencies. So I'll go here. I'll add those dependencies. I'll copy paste these things. Right, we need Py Scratchpad, XML schemas, Py XML, commons.io. We need all these things. Right, I think this is not needed. Okay, let it be, no problem. So errors gone, right? All the errors gone. So now what we can do? Now we are able to read the data from the Excel sheet. Now we need to write one more. I need to create one more class that you need to read the data from the Excel sheet and you need to mention whether it is Y or not. Right. So for that, in the repo, I'll write one class called data util. I'll name it as data util. It's a utility to see the data. Okay. So here what I'll do, I'll check public static boolean is test executable. Whether the test is executable or not, I'm checking. For that, what are the parameters I need to pass? Excel API test it, comma, string sheet name. You may have a number of sheets. String test case name. Okay, this much is enough. So we need where the Excel sheet is and what the test case name and what is the sheet. You may have a number of sheets according to login, registration, something like that. Okay. So when you come here, first I need to see how many rows are there. Right. So it dot get row count from the sheet name, this sheet. Okay. I need to loop through right row by row. So for int row number is equals to 1, and then row number less than or equals to rows. How many rows are there? These many rows are there. Yes. Row number plus plus. Right. So inside this we are getting row by row. First I need to get the what is the, once I go first row, in this first row I need to get the test case name. In the particular row I need to get the test case name. Right. So what I'll do, string tc name is equals to it dot get cell data of from this sheet. What is the column name? Column name is, what is that? Test case name. We already seen everything. Row number is equals to R number. In this particular row, in the sheet, in this particular row with the test case name, I'm getting this. Okay. Then what I'll do, if this tc name dot equals, what is that? This test case name, what we are passing from here. If both are same, then go inside this. Then now you get the run mode of that particular row. Right. I found this. Okay, I found this. Then I need to get the run mode. So we'll do the same thing. String run mode is equals to it dot get cell data sheet name. What is the column name? Run mode. What is this? Row number. The same row number, right? I am in the still same row number. Then if run mode dot, we can say equal ignores case. The reason is we don't know, we'll get small y or capital Y sometimes. So if it is yes, then return true. Okay. Else return false. Then by default, if I say return statement, by default it is return false. Right. What I am doing, first I am getting how many rows are there. Once I get the row, I am looping through row by row. In the first row, what I am seeing, test case name I am getting. If the test case name here, what I am getting is equals to what I am passing. If both are same, I am going inside that, I am getting the run mode. If the run mode is y, return true. Otherwise, false. Okay. This logic I have written. Now go to your place order test. Okay. Go to place order test. So here what we can do, if data util dot is test executable, it, what is the sheet name? Test cases. If it is login, you can put login, something like that. Okay. And then same name. Alright. Same name. But I'm getting issue with Excel API test object. The reason is in the base test, what we need to do, we need to create an object for this. Public Excel API test it equals to null, and you need to mention where my Excel sheet is, right? So here is equals new Excel API test. Excel sheet file path I need to mention. This is the one. Properties. need to mention this. Right, we are done. So the error gone. The same way you need to mention this here also for each and every test case. Here you need to mention what? This test case name. Right. So it will come here, it will verify whether this test case is executable. If it is Y, then it will go inside this, it will execute this logic. Otherwise what we need to do, we need to skip the test case. Okay, otherwise we need to skip the test case. How you can skip the test case? Else you have a provision in test engine that throw new skip exception. You need to mention some message. What is that? Skipping this test as test case as the run mode is n. The run mode is n. That is the reason I am skipping this. Then you can capture the same thing in where in the reports also. Okay. So now what happened? We are controlling from the execution. So what I'll do, I'll say n. Both I'll make n. So it should not execute, right? It should not execute anything. What I'll do, I'll come to here, testng.xml. Inside this, place order test class, right? So you'll execute all the methods inside this. It will open the browser, it will navigate the URL, then it will try to see the execution status. By this time it has to search, but it is not searching. So it's done. You see that? Skips 2. And I'm getting null pointer exception somewhere. Let me look into this. Where I'm getting. Okay, whatever it may be, if you go to here, you see that place order by cash and delivery, skipping this test case as the run mode is n, and place order by net banking, skipping this test case as run mode is n. So what I'll do, I'll go to Excel sheet, I'll make it n, y. Okay, I'll make it y and I save this. Now we try to execute this. This time it has to execute first test case and it has to skip the second test case. We'll see now. So we are controlling our execution from the where your Excel sheet. This website loads very slowly, so that is the reason it is taking so much of time. You see that we have put yes, that is the reason it started executing. Right, our intention is whether we are controlling the execution flow from there or not. Right, if you are getting any issues, that's fine. The reason is if you say why, it has to execute. Right, working fine. We did not mention some information, that is the reason it's saying total test 2 skips only 1. Right. We are getting some issue with Excel API test, but that is not the big deal. That's not a big deal. So you see cash and delivery pass. This one I'm getting skipping this test case as run mode is n. Right, working perfectly fine. We are able to control this from execution flow. So I need to see the report. Where we are getting the report, I'm not very sure. test output my own report.html. So we'll refresh this once and we'll see test output my own report. You see that it's passed, it's skipped. In the skip, you see that skipping this test case as the run mode is N. I'm getting the information. This is the same thing. Mac, Selenium user, QA. We already seen that, right? We copy pasted the same thing, right? But here you will see place order by cash and delivery, place order by copy paste. It's a typo, but we can resolve that. But we are getting right. Here it is. It should be net banking. Okay. But how you can incorporate logs? Right. We need some logging. So we'll see sample logging. Okay. We'll not write for each and every method, but we'll try to do that. So I need, but I go to home page. In the home page, where is my home page? In the home page, here I'll write extent.info. But in the base page, I do not have extent. Right. In the base page, I do not have any extent. Then how will I get? I need to initialize here public extent test. Okay, I'll import. But how you get this instance here in the home page? It is not initializing, right? So for that, the provision we have here is by using this constructor, we will pass one more parameter to this. Right. So what I'll do, this dot test is equals to test. Right. Obviously, I'll get an error. The superclass constructor is what? Odd argument to match this. Right. We need to pass both. The same way, you'll get an issue. This test. You need to have the same way. Here how base page constructor is, your home page constructor should be the same way. Here what I need to do, here extend test. But from where it is getting, I'm here in the base page, you have extend test. Right? Still I'm getting issue. Extend test. So this is test.info. Right. But okay, we'll give, right? I'll try to write something. Entering Selenium book as search term or search book. Okay. And the same way, test.info and write hit enter button to search the Selenium book. Right. I have written something like this, and you understood, right? I need this test instance. From where I'll get? From the base page. I'm extending this. So when you go to the base page, I added base test. How I'll get this test in the home page? You need to write the same constructor with this. Okay. Now we'll try to execute this and see what will happen. Where I'm getting the issue. So when you try to do this, we need to pass this test. This test I'm getting from base test, not from the base page. So this extends and still some error. Oh, when you go to home page, This test is coming from the base page. This test is coming from the base test. So we are matching both. So we are using single instance of that. Okay. So I'll close this and testng.xml run as this one. Where I have, so you need to mention the same thing for each and every base test. So extend test. I'll copy this thing, I'll paste. So here also we have to mention this test, right? Product display page. Wherever it will affect, we need to keep adding that. Okay. The constructor should match, right? Definitely you will get here also one more. Here also. Right. So this much we can do. Then we'll try to execute now. Run as testng suite. Now I should get logs inside that. Let it execute. There is a failure. Okay, there is a failure. Tail element reference exception element is not attached to the page document. That's fine, but we need to get the same thing in the this one, right? When I refresh, you see that entering surname book as search term, hit enter button to search the search term, and then test failed. The reason is tail element reference exception, and this is skip. Whatever we are getting there, the same thing we are getting in the report, right? We are getting the errors also, errors and what you say, logs. So we know now how to write the log. You can write for each and every method. I just shown one example. Now what else? Sometimes element is not visible. We already seen in the serial name. So that kind of information you can write in the base page. So base basket, maybe not basket page, should be base page. Base page is kind of utility for us. It's a base. I'll say public void wait until element visible or invisible, whatever it may be. Okay. String locator. What you will do? Here you will mention WebDriver wait, public WebDriver wait. Here also wait equals to new WebDriver wait, and then driver, and the time unit you can give whatever you want. Otherwise you can pass the same thing from your config file also according to your requirement. Wait dot until expected conditions dot visibility of element located by dot, you follow the same thing. I say X path. Here you need to mention that locator. Alright, this is one helper method. The same way, if you found somewhere some issues, you call this method. The reason is every page is extending base page, so you can directly use this. Right. Now, when you see this report, you see that you are getting the screenshot also. You see in this page, you are getting some stale element exception, right? It is capturing the screenshot also, as we have written the logic for that to capture the screenshot. Okay, what else? Till now we did not put any assertion, right? So you can put assertions also. So what we'll do, we'll try to put one assertion just for the sake of example, then you will come to know how to write assertions. So in the home page, after clicking this, you can put assert here, otherwise you can put assert in the this one also, place order test also. Okay, what I'll do here in the base page, in the home page, I'll try to get public string I'll say get title, okay. So here return driver dot get title, okay. So what you can do in the place order test, after clicking on this, after searching the book, right here I can say right assert dot assert equals, what I can do, home page dot get title, and I'll give some title. Simply, what is the title I'm getting? Once I search this one, I'm getting any title. So this is the title. New page source. Search. Search results for Selenium automation practice. Right. Otherwise, we can do one more thing. Instead of that, assert dot assert true, right? Assert true. We'll write a condition. Home page dot get title dot contains Selenium. Right. So I'll instead of Selenium I'll say Java, and we'll try to execute this. I should get an error, right? Assertion error I should get. We'll see that. Wherever you need assertions, you keep adding that. So whether you're getting the Selenium Ruby link, and then you see that it failed here. The reason is expected true but found false. The reason is expecting Selenium but found Java. That is the reason it failed. Okay. If I say Selenium and if I try to run this, So it's working, right? The reason is it's happening. So when you say add to basket, you'll get one message here. You see, Selenium Ruby has been added to your basket. So you can verify that text. You can put so many assertions. You see apply coupon. Here you can say that coupon applied successfully, something like that. So you can put whatever assertions you want. Right? After completion of this, you can here see place order successfully. You need to get the text place order successfully or not. So that kind of things you can do. This is how you can put assertions here. Otherwise, you can put, if you want, in the methods also. Best practice is here what you are expecting after completion of the script or test or method. Right. So now we have seen that writing sample test cases and controlling execution flow from Excel file and plug in extend reports and framework. We have seen all these things. We are able to generate the report. We are able to take the screenshots. We are able to insert the logs, right? Everything. So that it's a simple page object model design pattern. We covered everything. We segregated the code and we controlled the execution flow. We inserted what you say, extend reports, everything. You can improvise. If you have anything in your mind, you can improvise. But this is the basic structure of your framework using page object model design pattern. Okay. Then from our next class, we'll see what is GitHub and Jenkins, all these things, how you put your test code into GitHub, and from there how you can execute the same thing from the Jenkins. We'll see all these things. Okay, that is called continuous integration and continuous development, CI and CD. So that we'll see in our next video. So the basic framework we are done. Okay, that's all in this video. Thank you.